Today I thought we would go up Alyeska North Face Trail. It goes up about 2,000 feet up to the roundhouse with about 1,000 feet of elevation gain per mile. Once you get to the top, I believe if you want to, you can actually take this tram down. This is the entrance to Winter Creek Trail, which is also a nice trail, but it's not the one that you want. To get to the North Face Hiking Trail, you're going to pass the Alyeska Hotel tram house and continue heading straight back up the mountain until you reach a road that is on the left-hand side, which leads back to where Alyeska stores throughout the summer some of its snow making equipment. So for the first 0.5 miles of the North Face Alyeska trail, it's a road walk. And then before you get to 0.6, it turns into an actual rocky trail that will be going up the mountains. This is the 0.6 mile marker. So a little bit over 0.9 miles up the trail, you run into New Year's Creek. A little bit of a snow bridge crossing. Looks kind of sketchy. Have to be a little bit more careful. Maybe actually do a creek walk, that might be safer. Well, the highest altitude I've reached today is 2760. I'm up here at the top of the upper chair, and we're across from the bowl. The gun sight is behind me, right about there or there. It's hard to see up here. There's the bowl, looking back, coming down into the mountain. See if I can do this without falling off. And there's Cook Inlet and the roundhouse down there. And the way I understand it, you hike up here, you can actually get on the tram and take a ride down for free. So that's not a bad deal. And you can also get drinks and have a nice lunch up there. Gorgeous day, probably the hottest day that we've had so far this summer up here. I don't know what the temperature was, but coming up I was having a little bit of a tough time with it. Anyway, I was looking at this ridge line kind of like behind me, and it looks pretty gnarly. I know that you can go from what they call Virgin Falls. You can go up that mountain, then you can come across the ridge line, and somehow I think you can come down to this bowl. But quite literally, boy, that's pretty steep. There's some pretty gnarly stuff at this last part. So there's no designated trail that I know of that helps you get down in that. But that would be kind of a fun thing. And Virgin Falls is below this peak here. So you would actually come up and come across. And when you get down over towards the bowl, then you would come down onto Alyeska. On the way back now, got maybe 2/10 of a mile until I get back to the parking lot. So as you saw, the first part of this trail for about 1 mile is this kind of like a little bit of an open road or a very, very wide trail. Then it ends up narrowing down into a footpath. And once you get up into there, the broken trees up there are, and meadows and little streams coming down. It's just really pretty up there. Nice vista views, skyline trees and things like that. So very pretty. A little bit of bare deposits along the way. Not too technical, not too difficult. My top elevation was 2760, and I didn't take a elevation reading at the roundhouse. And you saw what that looks like. There's a bar up there and gift shop and things like that. But very, very worthwhile. Girdwood is just such a beautiful place anyway. Especially the trees down into the valley. The western hemlocks are so characteristic and pretty, and all the trees seem to be big. Very, very lush. All right, till next time. Hope you found this useful, and take care. Be safe. Even the parking lots here are pretty.